Good Erev Shabbos, everyone. So today is the fast day of Asara B'Teves. Very strange that it's one of the strange things of this year is that we actually are fasting on a Friday. Only this fast day will happen on a Friday. Um, there's a great shir by Rabbi Talbus who goes through all the sources of it, but just in quickly. So there's a pasuk in Zechariah, which talks about all the different fast days, and there's a whole machlokus in Gemara in Rosh Hashanah on Yud Ches Amud Beis, where they discuss all these different fast days. And Rabbi Akiva, who we paskin like, says that it's the 10th of Teves. And why do we get the 10th of Teves? So that's based on a pasuk in Yecheskel. Yecheskel wasn't in Yerushalayim at the time, but he had a nevuah of that this was the time that the siege occurred, and the beginning of the downfall. And the poskim all talk about that, if this fast day happens to be special, that if it would fall on Shabbos, we would fast on Shabbos. It can never fall on Shabbos. But if it would, that because they didn't have the calendar and they had the witnesses, so then we would fast on Shabbos, where all other days we know that we don't, we push it off, except for Yom Kippur. So we learn it out from Yom Kippur that we would fast on this day. And so therefore we also fast on Friday when it comes up in the certain times that it comes up on Friday. So that's why we are fasting on this day. It's a very nice shir by Rabbi Talbus again, where if you want to go through, he goes through like 100 sources on this. I think it's like 75 sources where he goes through all the different questions on it. The Gemara actually has other opinions. Another opinion of Shimon who holds a different day that we fast, but we go like Rabbi Akiva and we fast on this day. Rav Lopian has this mashal. He says it's an allegory where he says that that when we were like fish in a net, caught in a net during the time of Asar B'Teves, there was a big net that was put around us, and we didn't even think about it. We were just swimming around, very nice, and we saw that there was a new net around us, but we didn't really think too much about the net until eventually the net gets pulled up and we're taken. And the analogy that he uses is trying to show us is that during the Asar B'Teves, so we saw the writing on the wall. We're swimming around and we see that there's danger in the air, and yet we just go about our regular ways and ignore the danger. And we don't try to make a change. We don't try to change the situation. In this week's parsha, we see that Yosef makes a change of what he has in his relationship to his family. He could have kept it going. There was a lot of animosity within him and his brothers and the family, and yet he decides that he's going to change. He's going to change it and not have the same problems go on and on and on. And so therefore, when he makes this change, all of a sudden the brothers could come together and we could actually have the Shvatim. We could actually have later on a Bnei Yisrael. We could only have that because there was a change, and the same thing with this fast day is that we should realize that we can't just go on with our regular routines. That when we see something like that, when we see problems, when we see that Jews are falling away like crazy, and we can't just go through our regular lives. We should use the time to reflect on ourselves, on our own lives, and try to say, are we fish trapped in a net? Are we just going around and not trying to make the change that will allow us to be free? So everybody should have a very meaningful fast and a great Shabbos.